Hello, my name is Sekhet, and we are playing in the modded world. And the first thing that I want to do today is continue to advance in occultism. We're going to need a whole bunch of things, not limited to it, including going to the Nether to get some more easium or whatever it is, or we have a little bit from Boon of the Earth, but not enough to do what we need to do. Now, Iesnium, we're gonna need a couple of things. Because I ain't going down there and eating Demon's Dream. You can only do that every so often anyway. The first thing we're gonna need are these otherworld goggles, and the only complicated part are the lenses. For this, we'll need Ezebeus's spectral compulsion. Why not? Now there's a new material that we're gonna need. And we're gonna need a spirit fire to get it, and it's spirit attuned gems. And that's right, you get them from diamonds. And then one of several things you do with them is you craft them 2x2 like this to get spirit attuned crystals. Now we're just gonna come in here and set the whole thing up just like we did in the last episode. Got white chalk all around the place here and there. And I promise we're going to do something with the walls in all of these rooms. And the ceilings. We got a little bit of gold chalk. We've got 2 of the crystals. And then we got 2 candles. Awesome. And now we got a little bit of room. We can put some bowls down. And what on earth are we doing again? These is for something. Infused lenses. That's right. We're gonna need 2 silver, a gold, and some glass lenses. Now the glass lenses themselves are pretty easy. They're just one of these spirit attuned gems surrounded by glass panes. I thought maybe you had to make that twice for some reason. I don't know why I thought that. And just like last time, we need to take our book of binding and craft it with the dictionary of spirits to get it bound to Rotomamed. Whatever you say. 2 silver and the gold, and we got the lenses. There we go. Alright, it's consumed all the different ingredients. Now, we will need to combine this with just some regular ingredients. This is not particularly difficult to do, but we do have to do it. And let's see if we have everything here. Oh, are we out of other stone? Okay. That's easily solved. We'll just take an andesite. And I don't know why I keep splitting things up like that. I think my new mouse may not be very good. That's the way it goes. There we go. Throw this in here. Without that fire. Probably lost a bunch to normal fire because I'm a super genius. But let's go ahead and take care of that. Very good. Hey! Now, we can put this on our secondary head slot here and have third eye all the time. This will become very important, but it's not the kind of thing we're going to leave on. So the items that we need for this are easy enough. It's just the spirit attuned pickaxe head. And then we are going to need purple chalk, which is this impure purple chalk. Now, let's go over here to the recipe section. I have made it so that we can easily get crushed endstone from the pulverizer. You'll get better rates from the various tiers of crusher spirits, but if you have the pulverizer, you should be able to use the pulverizer, right? What were we doing here? Oh, right, purple chalk. The other thing we're gonna need is some obsidian dust. Okay, that's interesting. So we can just craft that. All right, I'll take it. And with that, we should be able to program in the impure purple chalk recipe. I'll throw that in there. Oh, we've already got that. Let's throw that in there and recycle it. And throw this into our crusher. And have we forgotten anything? Oh, blocks of obsidian. Huh. That's not a thing? Alright. Okay. Okay. Well, there is now. And just like before, you don't do, well, I guess you do exactly as well as the Crusher Spirits. That's okay. The flint out of there. I'll throw that up here. And now let's see if we can make our purple chalk. Yep, looks good. Alright, we got this programmed in. We should just be able to make the purple chalk now, or the impure purple chalk. Wonderful. That'll take a second. We're gonna need a little more Demon's Dream. Bounce over here. And let's see how we're doing. Hopefully we're done. We're on here. Oh, it was making obsidian. I see. I see. Darn it. And just like we did with the other ones, we're gonna throw it into the fire. And now we got purple chalk. Now the circle we're drawing is called Strigior's Higher Binding, which is like my favorite thing in this mod to say. You sound like Egon from Ghostbusters. It's pretty cool. Now while I'm thinking about it, just a heads up, like if you're gonna like generally erase most of the circles you draw, maybe consider making an exception for this one. It is used frequently. We're going to be using it quite a whoops. I have my brush on me. I have my brush on me. Very good. That's for candles. Now while I'm thinking about candles, we're going to need what kind of spirit? I bet it's not a Faliot. Yeah, we're going to need a Djinn. So let's go ahead and get that programmed in. Djinn is your tier 2. Now we're going to need green dye. It's always something. Do we have anything besides cactus that we not really? So, and where's our is it still all in here? Did I leave it in here? I did. So we'll put one more in there. And I'm going to program in this recipe. And I'm going to program in this recipe. And we're going to put them all where they need to go, I hope. And now hopefully we can make our Djinn book. Oh. Ahem. And you know they all work the same. There's 4 different tools. You've got your Djinns, you've got your Efreets, you've got your Marids. Let's click on the right thing here. And every last one of them you craft with the dictionary to bind it to a spirit. And I'll just throw these down. There we have it. Now, this particular ritual, we're gonna need 5 items. Okay, so 5 bowls. And I've said before that it doesn't matter where you put the bowls, as long as they're in a certain range of the central bowl. Well, I think that should be fine. As for the ingredients themselves, you just need 2 sticks, 2 silver, and the pickaxe head that we made before. See, it recognizes the recipe, and we should have our pick in a couple minutes. Nice. Now, there's one more thing we need if we're gonna go looking for Iesnium. We're gonna need one of these divination rods. These are pretty cheap. You can attune them to different material in different places. For instance, if we were to take it outside here and right-click like some grass, it's still not attuned to anything. Does it have to be stone? Do we have any stone down here convenient? Is it all andesite? Okay. Aha. No resonance with that block. It's a shift right click. So maybe it is dirt, huh? No resonance. Well, okay. Well, I don't know what I'm doing. But in the overworld, assuming you could find the right block in the dictionary, it'll help you find other stone. But if you do it in the nether, it'll attune itself to Iesnium. And that's very important because Iesnium is rare. And we're going to need our goggles on to even be able to see it. So you hold right click, and then you get a little bit of time where any Iesnium blocks around would be highlit, right? They'll highlight themselves. And I'm not really seeing any. Let's go down here. It's pretty rare. I don't remember it being this rare. Let's go over here. Looking for like white outline of a block. There is a little bit of a delay between being able to use the rod, but it's not that much. Ah, there we are. It'll stay highlight for a little bit. If you lose it, just use the rod again. And we're gonna get right up. It's gotta be right around here. I'm trying to be careful because if we break it with the rupee pick, we won't get it. To break it with one of the fancy tools. There's also a pick you can make out of Iesnium. Now sometimes these appear in clumps of 2. Sometimes they appear in clumps of 1. You only ever see one highlight at a time, though. So just because you see one in a spot, don't necessarily assume that one is all there is. We got another one here. Alright, we're like underneath it. Get a little bit closer. There it is. Now just to demonstrate, if we take these glasses off, we can't see him. And it's we won't be able to harvest it either. It'll be just netherrack, even though this recognizes that it's the occultism netherrack and not the vanilla Minecraft netherrack. It'd be just like when we demonstrated with the saplings that without the demon's dream effect, you can use the goggles for this too if you don't have oh, there's one. If you don't have a stable otherworld saplings, you can use the goggles to do the same thing. That was some words. I wouldn't necessarily call it a sentence. Anyway, I'm going to mine some of this stuff up. Now we're going to need a bunch of Iesnium to make everything we need. So what do we got? 9 plus, I got 12, 13. Fortunately, we should be able to pulverize this. And we have a little bit more. I'm just going to take exactly what we need because there is, take it upstairs so it'll go right into that. The occultism itself does add or doubling, tripling, quadrupling, and quintupling mechanics. I don't know if we're actually going to get into those, but they're there. And the reason I brought that up is because we're not going to, just pulverize all the easium. If we need more, there's stuff we can make where we can get better yields. Now, what we're going for is a minor spirit. We're going to need a dimensional mine shaft to do this with, and I don't think they're that bad. Of course, I can't see it, so here it is, the dimensional mine shaft. Okay, another. Oh, we're gonna need yet another block of Iesnium. Okay. I forget if I said this already, but there's two kinds of miner spirits. What we want is a Djinni ore miner. That gets ores specifically. The other one, the foliate miner, it just harvests blocks. So we're gonna start with we're just going right to the Djinni ore miner. And we've completed a couple of quests. We might get, oh, we got one easium ingot. That's hilarious. I know we're gonna need 2 blocks. So there we go. Let's start with the miner here. Okay, we're also gonna need the pick, and we're gonna need the lamp. We're running out of silver. Okay, and a spirit attuned crystal. Do we have enough? No, we need more gems. And we'll just throw diamonds. Like, I don't know. It's not really like burning diamonds because you get the thing back that you need, but still a little weird. We're also going to need. That's a Faliat book. We need a Djinn book. So we can just craft it, of course. There we go. Now we're going back to Strigior's Higher Binding. We got real genius moves is what we got. We got genius moves, folks. We got our pick and our block. We got the empty lamp. We got a spirit attuned crystal, and we have 1 gold ore. Whoops, I forgot. I often do. There we go. Now we're also going to need the mine shaft. And that's just, okay, we'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll need 2 more bowls out here, but all this stuff is easy. I got 2 more bowls. 4 pieces of otherstone. We got spirit attuned crystal, another block of Iesnium. And wasn't there, we need gold. I knew there was something else. Boom. And boom. So this is going to do a lot for us, but you may note that this thing has a durability. Fortunately, we can enchant it, and we want to do that. We're going to want breaking, and if at all possible, we're going to want to get nature's mend on it. That'll make our life a lot easier in terms of repairing the thing when we want to. Now, if it seems like one of these rituals is taking a long time, don't panic. More powerful rituals take longer. As long as you got this message, well, Well, we didn't get a message, but as long as you see those purple sparkles, then all is well. Should transform any second. Ah, finally. Now, what I'm really curious about is whether this thing is going to be better than Boon of the Earth, because Boon of the Earth is level 4, bananas. Now we're only level 16, so rather than rolling the dice and like maybe getting something we don't really want. Nature's Mend, wonderful. That'll do. I was hoping for Unbreak. Oh, we'll take that. Hoping for Unbreaking. Yeah. Just one level will do for now. Now, to use Nature's Mend, we're going to need minimum an aura cache. I can't even type today. Fortunately, these aren't very hard to make. But before we make it, we are going to set this thing up down here. How's our iron supply? Pretty good. Let's not get too distracted. Easy way to automate this thing is just with a hopper. You put the dimensional mine shaft. You just place this like any block. It does have a small inventory that will store up to 9 types of things, but we're just going to let it, it's going to get us more than 9 types of things for one. And we're just going to let it go while we get our aura cache together. It won't be a big deal. We're just going to need some infused iron and some infused rock in a bucket. Yeah, we'll just throw this thing together. And the way it works, you need quests. A chapter complete, fancy. You charge this thing up, just, it's this the cache and the upgraded version, the Trove, are like batteries that store aura for you, and you can use them in tandem with Nature's Mend to repair your whatever it is that you have Nature's Mend on. And in this pack, the lamp, the magic lamp with Djinni in it, is definitely enchantable. That's something I wanted to make sure of. So we can see here, it's taken a little bit of durability, right? So this is a belt item. Toss it on, and you just sneak with it, and you're good to go. How's the we're getting, yeah, okay. So we're getting lead, coal, lapis, cinnabar, sulfur, copper, tin, silver. Let's see what else this thing comes up with. Okay, so what it looks like is we're getting like common overworld ores. We'll probably get nether quartz, but we're not getting any of the modded ores, and I think that's okay. And by modded ores, I meant divine RPG ores. I mean, obviously there's like silver, copper, lead, which is really what I was looking for out of this thing in this pack. Like, the idea is to not have to grind, right? And several times I've had to go out like looking for copper and lead, and those days are over, my friends. I don't mind that I don't see the divine RPG ores. You can get those from those dimensions, and if you're gonna dig, you can get them with Boon of the Earth. So that should, give people some goals to get to in the pack to lessen their grind, and also lessen my grind, which is very important. That's gonna about do it for this time. I do have one piece of very good news. Hopefully, the next episode you see will be with a new microphone. This headset I have was fine. Now it is not. It just runs out of batteries like immediately. So I got a wired microphone, like a USB deal, and a pair of headphones so I can still hear what's going on in the game. And hopefully my voice will like it's been doing. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for watching the episodes and downloading the pack. I really appreciate it. Hope everybody's having fun, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.